Hello, welcome to another vlog. I finished Fire Touch this morning, gave it 4 stars. It's not up there with my favorites. Maybe one day I'll get there after I've read it a few more times. Obviously I've read it before, but you know how things grow on you the more you read them. It's very, very political, but not in a fun way, at least in my opinion, because the politics are all like, they're dancing around each other as opposed to tricking each other. There's some fun parts toward the end though. So 4 stars. I enjoyed it quite. Hi. Dax came over to me because I'm talking. She thinks I'm talking to her. It was pretty decent. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Next I'll be reading Silence Fallen and then Burn Bright, which I have 9 days to finish Burn Bright and then 10 days to finish another audiobook from the library. And then I don't have anything at the library. And that feels wrong. That feels inaccurate to my life. Cappie's still at her parents' house as well, so just you and me for now.
Pleading for alms and shouting invectives at passers-by. Although everything is kind of written in that voice, I've got to say. Everything feels significant, like the world's next act hinges on all of their choices. Though part of you is worried by your unfamiliar surroundings, you must...
Yeah, I could throw it if you brought it to me.
This place is to be the stage for your new life. Before you know it, the carriage starts slowing down. You must be there. Armand arranged to meet you at a tavern named the Orphan's Feast. Good name, I thought. This tavern...
Bonnie, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just gonna keep that? Bonnie? Bonnie? All right.
Hello. I just started Silence Fallen. I'm enjoying it already, obviously. This one I haven't read as much as the others. So we'll see how I feel at the end. So far it's like super fun. Sorry, there's a baby trying to get behind my back. So far it's like, well, fun's not the right word. I'm just used to saying that with these. It's interesting just because it starts off with them they're having game night. They play this pirate game online, and Mercy is killed. They kill her really early on because they don't want her planning with Adam. So they kill her, and so she goes to make food, and she gets kidnapped while she's going, like, she has to go to the store to get chocolate, so she gets kidnapped while she's on the hunt for chocolate, basically. And I know where she is, but I don't want to spoil it because we're so deep in the series now. It's so hard not to spoil things. But I remember enjoying this one, even though, like, she's not with Adam, and my favorite stuff throughout the series is when she's with Adam, because, like, it's a strong relationship, and I just appreciate that. It's so hard to get a series where a relationship is a primary focus, where they don't just make every issue the relationship. It's hard to get a strong, like, bonded pair of humans or people in a series like this. So, but I do enjoy this still. So, yeah, I'll update you later.
Hello, I'm outside. First clip, I'm babysitting the puppy, and she's refusing to go potty, so I'm waiting out here with her. She's a handful. I'm not having a good time. Haven't read anything. Haven't done anything. Don't recommend getting puppies. Okay, I'm gonna have to make this super short. But yeah, I'm trying to read, and it's not working out, and I might not get anything done this week because this dog is insane. I just desperately want her to go potty so I can go inside. Bonnie. She won't go. So I'm gonna say goodbye and pray for me, please. I might be dead by the time you see this. I'm just curious if you think is that going potty to you? Bonnie. Is that what you think going potty is?
So, in Silence Fallen, they got a second narrator because part of it's told from Adam's POV and part of it's told from Mercy's. I don't like it. I don't like the second narrator. I'm used to Lorelai King. She reads it beautifully. They should just let her do Adam's part. All the accents are different. The voices are different. I don't like it. That's my opinion.
Oh, no. Eh. Having a good time? Really? Just the second I hit record, huh? The sound is going to be terrible on this, but I'm out again. I'm getting nothing done, but the dog is having a great time. So there's that. That's a rock she's barking at. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm not getting any reading done, which is great. I'm not getting any work done either, which is also great. I've just been watching this dog. So there's that. I don't have many updates. So there's gonna be a lot of puppy footage. And that's it. I just wanted to pop in and say that. I've moved indoors where it's quieter. There's a plane going by, but I'm gonna throw this. I've moved inside. The point still stands. Oh, hold on. Oh, shaky cam, we love it. The point still stands. I'm not making any progress in any books I'm reading, and I'm not doing anything productive. So it's been a long few days watching this dog. She's a handful, more than I thought she would be. She's staring at me now like she knows what I'm saying. Well, it's your fault. She bit me all over. I have scratches and cuts all over my arm with wounds that are in various states of healing. I haven't changed my shirt in 3 days because she just keeps destroying clothes, and I don't want all of my shirts to get ruined. Still have 2 more days of this. I'm hoping I can get more reading done tonight, but I don't know. It's just a little difficult when you're watching a puppy by yourself. So I'm doing my best, but
All right, it is Wednesday. Cappie should be home today. Thank God, her rats miss her so much. But anyway, I actually finished Silence Fallen yesterday, and I just didn't update you. Probably one of my least favorites, if I'm being honest. Patricia Briggs is fond of these like Machiavellian plots that her villains often come up with, and for the most part I don't mind because it makes sense at the end. You know, I don't mind convoluted as long as it has purpose. And in this one, it felt like it was like 2 degrees too much, I think, because it just didn't make a lot of sense. Even at the end when she's like, this is actually why, it's just like, it didn't make a lot of sense. It felt like she started with the premise of Mercy gets kidnapped and taken out of country. And I can't go into too much detail without spoilers, I'm sorry. But she started with that premise, and then she worked backward as opposed to starting with like the plot, like the the scheme, if you will. And I just didn't care for that. And this book also had, you know, when I saw Avengers Endgame, I felt that there's too many characters. They would spend huge chunks of the movie with one set of characters while ignoring the others. And it got to the point where you'd almost kind of forget that they're there. That's kind of what happened here, because she split the the POVs between Mercy and Adam. So you'd spend huge chunks of the book with Mercy and then huge chunks of the book with Adam instead of, you know, having them be side by side. And she also played around with the formatting a bit to where Mercy was explaining where you are in the timeline at the very beginning of each chapter. And I don't know, it all threw me off, and it just wasn't one of my favorites. However, I've started Burn Bright, and I do remember really, really, really loving this one. I haven't reread it in a while, so like, but I really loved this one, so I think, Silence Fallen got 4 stars. But yeah, I think Burn Bright will be better for me. Right, so, I have finished Burn Bright. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I gave it 4 stars. It might work its way up to what be one of my favorites one day. I'm petting Merritt. Her surgery is 8 days away, and I'm so ready for it. I can only imagine that she's also tired of this stupid tumor attached to her chest. But anyway. Hi. And Mercy is currently, if you hear something that is Mercy, you're going to exit out of this video. You're going to exit out of this video, aren't you? Mercy. Anyway. So, okay, I really like the character dynamics in this book, because it really delves into some side characters that you don't really hear much about, and like their relationships with each other, and it just also does some world building around the Aspen Creek pack, and I really enjoyed that, and I liked they're all coming toward me, and I liked that a lot. And it's kind of like a bottle episode almost, but you know, in book form, because they don't leave Aspen Creek in this one. Oh my god, could you guys stop? They're chewing on my phone case. Do you see that shaking? It's them chewing on my phone case. I'm gonna end this clip before they destroy something. I liked it a lot. The character dynamics were great. I'll talk about it with Cappie later.
You like that ball? Bonnie, do you care that you're ruining my productivity? Do you? Are you bothered? I'm bothered. No, she just wants to chew on her ball. Oh, she wants me to throw it. Do you want me to throw it? Do you want me to throw it? Oh, yay. She got it. Woo, having such a good time.
Alright, so I'm starting Drink Deep, which is book 5 in the Chicagoland Vampire series. I don't have very high hopes, but I do want to break from the Patricia Briggs, just because I don't want to pound them. I like to take my time and enjoy them. So, Chicagoland Vampires. Also, I only have 6 days. Sorry, the babies are out. 6 days to finish it before I lose it at the library, so I gotta get that done. Hi! You giving me kisses? That's so sweet. So, and I don't know what this one's about. I'll have to update you on that later. And also, I probably can't because spoilers. Like, this is a major spoiler book. So, yeah. Isn't she a precious little angel baby? So, in this... spoilers, so many spoilers. Okay, I'm gonna do my best, but basically in the last book, a character died. I'm not gonna say who, but someone died, and Merritt's grieving for them. And I swear to God, every single side character is trying to push her to move past her grief. It's like, it's been long enough. You should, go out. You should be happy. You should be this or that or that. And it's just like so annoying. Under no circumstances is someone's grief anyone's business but that person. It hasn't even been that long, and everyone's just like, you really should just move on and get over it. It's been almost no time. Grief is a very personal thing, and it's so irritating whenever I'm like reading something or watching something and someone's grieving and everyone else is just like, hasn't it been long enough? Shouldn't you be like back to normal? No. Don't. Just don't. Well, hello, dears.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
So it's our end of week check-in, considering it might feel weird considering we didn't have a beginning of week or midweek check-in.
Yeah.
She's back, though.
I am back.
She's rocking and rolling.
I'm still tired. Yeah. It's been a good time. Yeah. Everything's been great. So great. It was great watching the dog. It was great watching Sarah throw my pajamas away.
You told me to.
I did.
So, did you get anything read this week?
I finished Iron Kiss by Patricia Briggs. I didn't like it. I gave it 2 stars. I was bored through most of it, and I thought the rape at the end was so deeply unnecessary. Like, I just don't know what it added. Like, having her be, like, manipulated by him and stuff, sure, but, like, did it need to go as far as her getting raped? I don't think it did. I just don't understand. Like, does it add something later?
I mean, it changes. I mean, it does affect her for the rest of the series.
Okay. I just... I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I read. Other than I read a couple comic books. I read the new Boom Comics, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I read Volume 4, and I read the Hellmouth event. Both were really bad. They were really bad. The art was so bad that I can't stomach it. Like, I wanted to read more, but the story's boring and the art is bad, and like I would be more lenient on the art if the story was better, but it's just, they're both not good. I also read what started as a one-shot but ended up being more of a thing, the Jughead the Hunger, the Archie comic where Jughead becomes a werewolf, or he is a werewolf, and that was fun. I also read the entirety of Volume 1 of the new Archie books, because on YouTube they made a motion comic for it from the actual Archie YouTube, and it was also kind of boring because it was just teenage drama, which is probably fun to read if you're like a teenager or you're more into that stuff, but I need a little more pizzazz, so I'm going to go back to Archie Horror. My new mission after I get through my Batmans is to return to Archie Horror, because The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina issue number 9 just came out. What have you been doing?
Well, I read Silence Fallen and Burn Bright, and I started Drink Deep by Chloe Neal. The last one's by Chloe Neal.
Not even in frame. I love it. It's the spirit of it.
Yeah, Silence Fallen, I have mixed feelings on, honestly. It's just, Patricia Briggs likes these really convoluted plots, and when she explains them right, they're really good. This one, she didn't do very well, in my opinion. But also, this is, I think, still one of the first books she wrote after her husband died.
Oh.
So.
She was sad, obviously.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if that affected her writing or not, but it did. I do remember distinctly feeling like there was a difference. He used to help her with the fight scenes, and I feel like that was the biggest difference, is the fight scenes tonally changed a little bit, but not, like, so overtly obvious that it's hard to read or anything like that. And then Burn Bright was fun. I like Burn Bright. It's a good one. Yeah. Drink Deep I am struggling with because it's pissing me off, to be perfectly honest. So I mentioned earlier in the vlog, she doesn't know this, but you guys know this, that someone, I'm going to keep it spoiler free, but someone close to Merritt dies in the previous book. And this book opens with everyone telling her, like, that she needs to just get over it, basically. Just like, hasn't it been long enough? Aren't you, like, ready to go out and do stuff? And it really pisses me off, honestly. And then to, like, add on to that, later on, someone's telling her that, you know, billions of people have died before you were even born. And she's just like, yes, grieving is selfish. And I was like, are you kidding me?
So it was a full on, there's people that are dying, Kim, except in this scenario, it wasn't diamond earrings that were lost in the ocean.
It's just so annoying, like, that's going to be your thesis statement for this book, is that grief is selfish. How dare you?
How much time has passed?
Like, not even 6 months.
Yeah, I think trying to tell anyone how to grieve seems so stupid, just because, like...
Not grieving is more selfish, in my opinion, because if you truly love someone or something, and they die, don't they earn your tears? Haven't they earned your grief?
I just think like everyone grieves differently. So like
that's the other thing.
telling anybody how they should take it is just like, well, that's not how humans work. Like,
yeah, it feels like an episode of Buffy in that sense. You know what I mean? Like an episode of a supernatural show from the 90s where it's a season premiere after a major character has died in the season finale from last season. Everyone's just like, you know, it's been 4 months. Shouldn't you like go out and do something? Like, no.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that kind of stuff. I guess it's like maybe the author was like self-conscious of like having the character still grieving when some people in real life might be like, well, maybe she should be over it by now. But it's like, well, no, maybe not. Maybe.
She's not even like grieving that hard. If I'm being honest, she's fine. Chloe Neal's not one of those authors that can write grief very well. I'm going to be blunt. She's not good at it. She's not good at, like, sad emotions. She's not good at the darker stuff. Like, her books are lighter, so that's not necessarily a bad thing, in my opinion. But when you try to delve into the darker stuff, such as grief, if you cannot do it well, then you shouldn't do it at all.
Yeah, it's probably best not to dive into something that touchy if you don't have, like, the skill set to pull it off without offending people.
All right, so
we had a great week, sounds like.
Yeah. Hopefully next week will be better. What are you planning on reading next week?
Well, I've got a whole bunch of comic books in a pile that I kind of want to go through. I am on
Book 4.
Bone Cross by Patricia Briggs. That's what I'm reading. I have a couple Star Wars books lined up that I'm going to try and start. I also ordered a Sabrina the Teenage Witch comic book, which looks like fun, so I might read that. Or I might introduce a new segment on the show in which my rat picks what I read. Stay tuned for that.
Well, I'm going to finish Drink Deep, and then I have Storm Curse, Smoke Bitten, and Wild Sign left to read with Patricia Briggs. So hopefully I'll at least get 2 of those out of the way. So, yeah, I'll be done with my Patricia Briggs read through within the next 2 vlogs. It's gonna be strange, especially since my library is being super slow on like my Kim Harrison reread. Hello, library. I'm here. I'm ready to consume.
Yeah, if we were sponsored by like Audible or something, I think it would just be so much easier to... They'll never sponsor us. No, but like I want audiobook. Like it just is unfortunate because a lot of these books are readily available at the library in ebook form and almost never in audiobook form. And I just wish desperately that it was the other way around because I personally love audiobooks, and with ebooks, my eyeballs just will not focus. Unless it's a comic book with sadness. Oh, this is the worst one I could hold up. Spoilers.
All right. We will see you next week.
We will. Bon voyage.
Goodbye.